Well, hello, a very warm welcome to you for this evening's game. Regrettably, the weather has been extremely unkind to us here. It is wet and blustery and remarkably inhospitable. Despite all of that, it is good to see that the faithful from both sides have apparently been undeterred. We have a terrific turnout here. The atmosphere is bubbling despite these adverse conditions. All we need now is for the game to live up to its initial billing. Certainly this is a very, very impressive venue. Quite a sight to behold. And already we're underway here. Has a pop! Marvellous goal!
It's hardly a surprise, is it? That's what we're here for. A player with this wonderful knack of being able to show up and deliver at important times. Yet another example.
Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Yeah, and I think we may have had too many defenders bowl.
He's had a shot! He scored! They are right back in business. Simplicity itself.
And that's what the game is all about. Find space and finish, but we have to credit the passer to pick him out.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Oh, I think the coach will really be annoyed with that. The players were still thinking about their goal and just got caught napping.
Barnes. Perez. And here's Vardy. Good challenge, he just stood firm.
Vardy really got caught in a trap there and he just couldn't get out.
Can't get the better of his opposite number. And it's Tevez. Newcastle haven't lost any of their last 5 games on the road. Vardy plays it out to the wing. Barnes looks to drop one in. Shelvey. It's a loose ball.
Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
Chance! Just off target.
That's a little unfortunate. He had a lot of people worried then.
Just brushed off the ball there. And it's played forward. And it's Shelvey. Jonjo Shelvey tries to switch the play. Gets away from his opponent. It's a very good battle there, terrific to watch. Now it's meant... And the finish! He scores! Into the lead once more. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Well, I think 2 keepers would have had a hard time keeping that one out, never mind 1. There was real venom in the strike and clear composure from the placement.
Newcastle take the lead. And it's Chilwell. Perez. Varane plays it forward. Oh, that is asking for trouble. He's got away. Dashing forward at pace. Going for goal. Oh, taken with style. And they're at it again in double quick time. That was easy, almost too easy.
Well, he made it obvious as to where the pass should be played, Peter, and it made the finish look that bit easier.
So the lead now, Jonjo Shelvey is fouled. No, that's overhit. Zielinski. Newcastle have scored 2 quick goals here and are firmly in control at 3-1. Perez tries to get it forward quickly. Chance to break. Vardy spreads it towards the left. Hoists it high. Loftus-Cheek. Played into space out wide. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Barnes. And here's Perez. Varane gets it back.
It's a busy front line, lots of movement.
And is that working for you?
Well, not really. To be honest, I'm not a great fan of taking goal potential away from the penalty pucks.
And help's available out wide. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. Well, that looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. And it's Shelby. Hits one! That's it for the first half. A breathless ending.
Well, it's hard to say whether a two-goal advantage under these circumstances is decisive or not, but so far, haven't really seen enough to indicate that the opposition can come out in the second half and improve to that degree.
Newcastle are broadly in charge, but the contest is still alive at 3-1. Already up and running for the second half. And here's Tevez. Here it in shapes to shoot! And it's there! And the lead is 3! It is surely done!
It's a keeper's nightmare, Peter. He just couldn't pick up on it until it was way too late, having so many bodies in front of him.
Newcastle blast themselves into a 3-goal lead. Ball is over the line. Chilwell is it over to the other flank. Reguilon battles to win it back. Regardless of the outcome, it is good to see someone running at the defence like that. Oh, no, that's not the ball he wanted. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. Good challenge, he just stood firm. Umdidi tries lifting it over. Barnes tries one! Chilwell plays it short, gets wrestled off the ball. And Djukic goes steaming forward. He's got options out wide. Oh, sweet feet. Well, the defence got the better of him this time, but I'm sure he'll go again. That's a throw. Leicester are making a change now. Zielinski. Mandzukic. He's been bundled over. That is a foul. Newcastle presented with the perfect chance here to open up their lead. This certainly looks appetising, well within shooting range. Cleared away. Someone looks like he's in need of protection here.
Well, he'll be seen as the #1 enemy because of his creative ability.
He's left his man. That's one way of trying to make things happen. There's a few who could follow that example. Perez, the scorer already in the game. And it's De Vrel. De Vrel not easily shrugged off the ball.
Loftus-Cheek simply had to make that count, and he did it with some authority too. Wonderful.
And he's going for goal! Oh, top draw save from the keeper.
Another example of how comfortable this team is on the break.
Couple of changes then in quick succession. Plays it back. That's surely a foul. Free kick. Whiteman gets it upfield. Slimani. He is not one readily to admit defeat. Don't be surprised if he tries that again. Ricardo Pereira goes looking. Beautifully done. Forward it goes. Oh, that's clearly not what he wanted to do. Ricardo Pereira, who does have an assist to his name. Tielemans. He's made sure that that won't get through. Ricardo Pereira. Oxlade-Chamberlain gets it back. Done very well to intervene. Barnes hits that long. Kasper Schmeichel can pick that up. Kasper Schmeichel can claim that. Rafael Varane hoists it forward. Lovely feet. Gets into some space. Shoots! Oh, horrible miscue. That had to be more accurate. Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. And now the breakaway. Out to the left it goes. Barnes tries to get it forward quickly. Zielinski. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Newcastle enjoy their perfect day. For their victims, it is entirely imperfect. Well, a warm welcome one and all on what has been an horrendous, a wet evening. Thankfully, this rain has been deemed to be within reasonable limits, and after an inspection and all the regular formalities, the teams were handed in on time, and the all-important go-ahead was given. Bit of disruption, of course, for those travelling in the direction of the ground. The crowds have taken a little longer than usual to get in and to settle down, but thankfully that is behind us. In with a header! It's anyone's ball. And he heaves it forward. Rafael Varane. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Whose ball? Who's going to get that? Federico Fernandez tries to get it forward quickly. Vidra. Over to the left. Heads it! Good delivery. No joy.
Oh, this was all about good movement in the box, just to allow him to get to it.
Mandzukic. Forward it goes. He's had a... hits one! A great save, real class.
Well, what can I say? Truly wonderful goalkeeping.
Keeper has beaten it away. So who's he picking out? Keeps everyone guessing. And he's there to cut it out. And he's there to hoof it away. Newcastle were simply a class apart in the corresponding fixture last season. They dismantled their opponents. Barnes. More than happy to take the muscular approach. Goodmanson tries making a foray down the right. Good idea, just poorly executed. And it's played forward. Bailly gets into the right position to intercept. Zielinski. Peters. Hoists it forward. Oh, good interception. Pings it in. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Has a goal! No, poor contact, nothing on the shot. Goodmanson. And it's Barnes. Moten. That's been drilled forward. Bailly does well to read it and intercepts. Zielinski goes back to base. Mandzukic. The ball's come loose and the chase is on. That was one quality pass away from being a very decent chance. Looked very promising.
That was just poor decision-making and a weak execution.
And it's played forward. Zielinski. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Cut out in the nick of time. Brady. Peters goes looking. Ball's loose, who's getting there? He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. Played out to the right. There's the delivery. And the whistle goes for half-time. So now the team has broken through, but simply not going to want to try. An interesting game up to now, but still goalless. Interesting half, just missing goals, so don't be surprised if the second half brings a change to the scoreline at the break, 0-0. And we're already back underway here.
Newcastle can feel really happy with themselves. The scoreline doesn't back it up, but they've played with urgency and purpose and can't afford to lose patience in this second half. They've got to persevere.
And here's Mandzukic. And here's Tevez going through. Federico Fernandez with a fine tackle. Bailly. Reguilon. Burnley have come to the defence of their manager after he came in for some stick regarding some of his... Up to meet it! Oh, just needed a better contact.
Well, plenty of moving targets to pick out in the box. Obviously increases your chances of the ball being met like that by someone.
Well, there is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change. So we have a double substitution going on here. Bailly cuts it out. Mandzukic plays it forward. Goodmanson tries to get it forward quickly. Mandzukic spreads it towards the left. Played back in. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Loftus-Cheek was in the 11 for the last... Has a pop! And the follow-up! Sticks it away! And that is the goal we've all been yearning for. Hart did well the first time, nothing he could do about the follow-up.
Well, look, regardless of whether the keeper could have done better or not, Peter, that was all down to the excellent movement in getting into the right position to apply the final touch.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that favour.
Well, the instruction from the manager would have been, go on and make yourself a nuisance and see if you can snatch a goal. Mission accomplished.
Wood! Oh, just lacked a decent finish. Mandzukic. Your impression so far, Jim?
Yeah, the ride is still a bit bumpy, Peter, so they're chasing the cushion of a second goal.
Some good work on the right flank. Now, what's next? And he's looking at the referee, and the referee is shaking his head. And here's Mandzukic. Brady. Hardly anything between the sides, and the score is 1-0. There really wasn't very much in that, not far away from being a telling final ball.
Burnley just had to make the ball stick, but came up short.
And Martinez!
Newcastle are clearly looking to kill this game off. It's keeping the ball away from the other end too.
Across the field it goes.
Burnley are definitely not going down without a scrap. Their attitude just can't be faulted.
And here's Loftus-Cheek. Could be a chance here. Shapes to shoot! Oh, and that should have been two.
Oh, and a real chance to pile on the pressure, and he'll be desperate to get another.
No way through there.
Burnley are actually displaying tremendous fighting spirit. There's a real belief that they can still have a say.
And it's Goodmanson. Out to the left it goes. Brady.
Look, with time running out, they have to get the ball in the penalty box, and if it means a long punt, then so be it. They've got to give themselves a chance.
Good challenge, he just stood firm. It was just a question of running down the clock now. And help's available out wide. Now can he finish? Forward it goes.
Well, what we're witnessing now just goes against the grain. They're not going to get back into the game like this.
And the finish! He's got away with one there. Ball needed to be better there, it's a wasted chance. And that is that. Newcastle hold on. It's a narrow squeak, bit of luck, some judgment. Well, sadly for those who are exposed to the elements, I'm afraid that the clouds have opened up and it is teeming down here. There are some fans who are going to get very, very wet. Having said which, there are almost no empty seats. It is a terrific turnout under the circumstances. There's nowhere else to go, in truth, if you want to see this much-anticipated game. So, come rain or come shine, we are here and really looking forward to it. And this must be amongst the favoured arenas of supporters all over the world. It really does have a very special feel to it. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Yeah, Roberto Firmino. Pretty much the ultimate team player, Peter, in that he gives his teammates a real lift and makes everyone feel better. He can drop deep to pick up the ball and create chances for others, or drift wide to drag defenders out of position, and that versatility makes him really hard to defend against. He's also full of running and he's extremely effective in that first line of defence.
Yeah, I'm inclined to agree. Mandzukic finds himself eased off the ball. Now it's Mane. Now it's Roberto Firmino. Can't get the better of his opposite number. It's a very good battle there, terrific to watch. And here's Mohamed Salah. Has a pop! It's in! There is the breakthrough! Oh, high-quality goal, lovely first touch, sumptuous second. Liverpool take the early advantage. They get a throw in. And it's Tevez. Newcastle are the league's top scorers, formidable in front of goal. And the defence can get it clear. Newcastle have not been beaten on their travels so far this season.
Just to point out, Peter, that the fullbacks are quite high.
And what do they try to achieve?
Well, it's obviously a move to push the opposition wide men back and give them more to think about.
Mandzukic. Forward it goes. Mohamed Salah. Firmino. Liverpool, whose manager came in for a bit of flack after their previous result.
I think
he's had a shot! Oh, what a wonderful stop!
Mane is very sporting here to acknowledge the quality of the save. A lovely little footballing moment.
And it's played forward, loses his balance and loses the ball. Van Dijk. And it's Mane. Van Dijk plays it over to the other flank. Mohamed Salah is onto it and can take it up. And he's there to cut it out. Hoists it forward. Mandzukic. Wijnaldum finds himself back in the starting side for the first time in a while. Matip. Has he found his man? Varane positions himself well and cuts it out. Mohamed Salah already, of course, on the score sheet. Newcastle are trailing here with the first half almost done. And here's Tevez. Good challenge, he just stood firm. He's found his man. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Rafael Varane. Reguilon. Pings it in. And Dijk gets it away. And a shot! They've scored! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot And it's half-time here. So a very watchable game so far. Action at both ends and the team's level. So your views on the first half?
Well, we thought this would be close, Peter, and it's proving us right so far. They're well matched, and it presents a fascinating battle of wits to see who'll emerge on top or otherwise.
Well, the scoreline indicates a pretty tight game, but there has been a lot of action in it, and it has been an exceptionally good watch. The score at half-time, 1-1. Already up and running for the second half. And here's Mandzukic. Bailly cuts it out. And here's Mandzukic. Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. Mane. Firmino. Newcastle picked up all 3 points from their previous game. That's clear cut, it's a free kick. Mohamed Salah! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
All he'll be thinking is, please, ground, swallow me up.
Ball needed to be better there, it's a wasted chance. Mane. Wijnaldum. Robertson battles to win it back. And it's Mandzukic. Now it's Tevez. Well weighted. And that's found its target. Tevez. Newcastle claiming a corner, and the referee concurs. Massive leap! He's missed, but not by that far.
Bailly did give it a fair old crack, and he'll be encouraged to step up again. That's just very well played. He can't hurt you with his back to goal, and he didn't go for the back heel.
Van Dijk. Wijnaldum. Matip tries to locate someone up front. It's a long pass, but not the most accurate. And here's Mandzukic. And the counter is on. Mane. Well, the pressure is relentless. It's a very, very high press.
Yeah, because it's all about winning the ball back at the earliest opportunity, a trigger by one player for the others to follow, and designed to force opposition mistakes.
The ball has crossed the line, and it's a throw.
Well, with the introduction of such a tall lad now, we may well see a
towering header! Fence has got rid of that. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. Now it's Roberto Firmino. Robertson gets it back. Oh no, that's not the ball he wanted.
Well, he's worked so hard for his side, as you would expect, but you couldn't help notice that he was starting to labour a bit, so it's no surprise. Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
That intervention was very necessary. Gets up to head it! Oh, he's managed to miss it.
Mandzukic has delivered a really costly miss. It could have been their last chance to win it.
Oxlade-Chamberlain. The final 5 minutes. Martinez. Loftus-Cheek. Reguilon has come steaming up from the back for this. But that is good defending. It's been repelled. Played into the middle.
Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for one last fling.
Official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. Hoists it high, done very well to intervene. Rafael Varane. Oxlade-Chamberlain. And there goes the final whistle. Passion and panache and perseverance, and in the end, parity. A really good game to watch. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Yeah, this looked the most likely outcome, but we've had a good variety in this game, despite it being anticlimactic.
Well, hello and good evening to all of you. Unfortunately, it appears that the weather hasn't quite read the script here. There has been a dreadful downpour from well before the moment the turnstiles opened, and there is considerable concern on the faces of the officials. We think it's going to be okay. Clearly, the pitch will be slippery. It'll be a challenge for those who have to officiate, never mind those who have to play. They know they are not going to be in for an easy game, but the crowd is all in, and the match, I'm delighted to be able to say, will go ahead. And this must be amongst the favoured arenas of supporters all over the world. It really does have a very special feel to it. We have already started here. So in 90 minutes, we will be at exactly the halfway point of this season. And it's Tevez. Zielinski. Willems. Brian. Newcastle are unbeaten on the road so far. Zielinski. Banega. Played out to the right. Played back in. Banega. Managed to get it away. Just brushed off the ball there. Mandzukic. Fulham, whose manager came in for a bit of flack after their previous result.
I think it was quite fair, the criticism he received. He was blind to an obvious problem, and he was far too slow in reacting to it. He was never going to get away with that.
Kearney. Fulham do retain the ball, but are seemingly in no rush to break forward. Oh, well intercepted, really alert to the danger. And here's Mandzukic. He's come loose. Cabano. Oxlade-Chamberlain battles to win it back.
Well, the fact that we haven't had an attempt on goal is becoming an embarrassing reflection on these teams.
Knockaert. Willems concedes a free kick for that. Now it's Mandzukic. He's got away. Oh, that's neat. Oxlade-Chamberlain. Now it's Oxlade-Chamberlain. It's got through and hits one! It's there!
Well, you know, thinking about that, I think they've perfected that on the training ground, because it took them seconds to get the ball from back to front, and they really commit forward in numbers too. That was all very well drilled.
So we have our breakthrough.
Yeah, and they know there's plenty of work left in this one, Peter, before they can actually say that the job is over.
That is terrific skill. Kenny brings it forward. He's in space and looking for options. Now short, and Mandzukic! And yes, it's there! Hot knife through butter. They have done it again.
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Reed. onto the wing. Martinez. And it's Mandzukic. Martinez. Pings it in. Too much on it and out of play. Christie. Done very well to intervene. And here's Tevez. It has got through to him. Oxlade-Chamberlain. Oxlade-Chamberlain! Oh, that's a fine save!
Oxlade-Chamberlain really must have felt he had the measure of the keeper then, but how wrong he was.
Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. And it's Oxlade-Chamberlain. Into the channel. Willems. Mandzukic opts to play it back. Christie gets it. And the first half is done. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Newcastle are 2 up and everything is shaping nicely. The only criticism, it could have been 3.
Newcastle sitting pretty here at half-time, 2-0 up. Whistle goes, and we start the second half. Zielinski drives it forward. Christie. Kearney. Reed. Forward it goes. Benatia gets it back. Mandzukic. And here's Tevez. Surely. And the shot! Yes! And the lead is extended still further.
What a great finish, but how about the touch? It just allowed him to put the ball exactly where he wanted it, and the rest became a formality.
He's made it 3. Quite a day at the office for him.
That defence must be sick of the sight of him. He's been persistent and ruthless all game. He just hasn't stopped working.
Newcastle take a 3-goal lead and they are romping out of sight. Shoots! Oh, that's a waste.
Well, it was hit with great power, Peter, but sadly not great precision.
Brian. Cabano. And here's Mitrovic. Tevez could move up a gear here. Seri. Brian tries lifting it over. Cabano with the cross. Banega plays it forward. Hoists it forward. Well, he acknowledges that he should have come up with something better there.
Yeah, the idea was right. The delivery wasn't. They can revisit that further on.
Defenders on the back foot. That's a promising ball. Martinez has a pop! He has done it! Result no longer in doubt. It's just about how many.
It's a keeper's nightmare, Peter. He just couldn't pick up on it until it was way too late, having so many bodies in front of him.
Newcastle tear their opponents apart once again. They are utterly ruthless. Seri tries to get it forward quickly. Martinez. And here's Mitrovic. Gets wrestled off the ball. And it's played forward. Good idea, just poorly executed. Fulham making consecutive changes here. Seri goes looking. Just the keeper has a pop! That was a good run. The defence looked beaten there. Tevez. And it's Mandzukic. Mandzukic is effectively being marked out of the game here.
Well, it's about time, isn't it? Only after he's just notched a third.
Shapes to shoot! Without the best in the keeper.
Oh, I'm not sure what he had in mind, and I don't think he knew either.
And here's Mandzukic. Tevez. Now it's Tevez. How about a shot? Now a chance to break. Kenny. Mitrovic. That's good defending, very good defending. Oxlade-Chamberlain plays it forward. Reed. Zielinski. Mandzukic. What a ball this is, and the finish! Back of the net! Oh, surely that completes the demolition if it hadn't occurred already.
Well, I think we've gone past humiliation now. This could be doing some real psychological damage.
4 in the game, he is the man. Newcastle totally rampant here. And here's Mitrovic. Defending was strong and firm. Oxlade-Chamberlain. And it's Mandzukic. And that will be the final act. Newcastle a class apart. Opponents torn apart. They are comprehensive winners. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Yeah, we knew there was a sizable gap in the quality of both squads, and the story was told in predictable fashion.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it. Well, sadly for those who are exposed to the elements, I'm afraid that the clouds have opened up and it is teeming down here. There are some fans who are going to get very, very wet. Having said which, there are almost no empty seats. It is a terrific turnout under the circumstances. There's nowhere else to go, in truth, if you want to see this much-anticipated game. So, come rain or come shine, we are here and... Has a pop! Marvellous goal!
It's hardly a surprise, is it? That's what we're here for, a player with this wonderful knack of being able to show up and deliver at important times. Yet another example. And as soon as they made that error in midfield, they didn't have time to react before the ball hit the net. Very much a lesson learned.
Newcastle take the early advantage. He's got through. Martinez. And that has been clubbed away. Gets it back. Newcastle are having to deal not just with their opponents, but also with a congested fixture list. It's at times like this when depth of resources becomes so important.
And it's a time when the squad is called upon to help keep everything ticking over. That's why we see the bigger squads these days for weeks like this.
Wan-Bissaka. He's looked long this time. Looks to play him in. It's a minor communications breakdown. Newcastle are unbeaten on the road so far. And it's Lacazette. And he's there to cut it out. And he's there to hoof it away. Good run, ultimately thwarted by an astute piece of defending. Crowd appreciates good football all round there.
Manchester United have pushed both fullbacks into quite advanced positions here.
Yeah, that's interesting. So what are they attempting to do?
Well, it's a bold attempt, in my opinion, to occupy the opposition in a way they're not expecting.
Shaw. Now it's Lacazette. Martinez. Gets a good foot in there.
That's just very well played. He can't hurt you with his back to goal, and he didn't go for the back heel.
Foot in. Now it's Lacazette. Martinez. Oh, what? Has a hit! Back of the net! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Now that's what I call finishing, right in the corner. He knew instinctively who was where and didn't need to waste any time weighing things up. That's a cracking goal.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, that second goal has given them so much more command and confidence now, and they should be able to take it on from here and either add to the lead or close it out. Surely they'll manage one or the other.
Newcastle keep up this trend of scoring at this sort of time in the first half. Manchester United show a lot of spirit and fight in a bruising Derby Day stalemate. Wan-Bissaka, and it's Sanchez. Shaw. Fred with a delicate ball. Well read, he sorted that out. Chan battles to win it back. Martinez. Now it's Lacazette. Lacazette goes looking. Lingard has been included in the starting 11 for the first time in some weeks. Zielinski plays it forward. Lingard. The referee's awarded a free kick. Lacazette. Shaw. It's being played forward. Tries to get it forward quickly. And here's Lacazette. Away from immediate danger. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. Fred. No way through there. And it's Lacazette. He could be in here. And the referee brings the first half to a close. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Well, it's looking pretty straightforward, Peter. They've got themselves into a very good position, so why dither from here when they can repeat their first half success with another show of strength?
Newcastle ahead 2-0, and they are looking good. We're promptly into the second 45 minutes. No changes at the interval from either side. They've scored! And the second half is off to a flyer!
Well, you know, thinking about that, I think they perfected that on the training ground because it took them seconds to get the ball from back to front. They really commit forward in numbers too. That was all very well drilled.
Manchester United get themselves back into contention.
Well, I think they probably needed an early goal in this half just to give them the confidence and belief to push on and look for an equaliser.
Newcastle got the style in their last outing. Fans will want more of that. And here's Rashford. Rashford gets it out to the wing. Oh, well defended. That had to be done.
Manchester United making a fresh attempt to release someone in behind from back to front. And this is...
Well, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Emerson. Chan. Emerson. Oh, good. Has a pop! It's there!
Oh, what a cracking goal, but a cracking touch as well. That's what made it for me. That's brilliant play all round.
His second of the game, and an eye now for the hat-trick. So the lead now is 2.
The crowd are calling for this to be put to bed. There's little sympathy about. Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
And here's Rashford. And it's Lacazette.
Yeah, he was under pressure to get that exactly right, and he couldn't even think of the consequences. It was instinctive and rock solid.
Bailly cuts it out. Martinez. And here's Lacazette. Lindelof gets rid without sophistication. Lingard. He's got away. Oh, good ball. Martial plays it out to the flank. Final checks on the touchline. A change about to occur.
This defence just doesn't trust itself to play a higher line.
Frightened of people getting in behind.
Yeah, absolutely. It just opens up the opportunity of not only strikers getting behind, but the runners from midfield too.
Hoists it forward, and it's got through. A really good feat. Looking for a decent ball in. What a an adventurous run from a defender. And it's hoisted clear. Played in with accuracy. Rashford looks to get on the end of this. Martial. And it's Juan Mata. And they've been caught out here. Alexis Sanchez! Oh, should have put that away.
It's a good display of fighting spirit for me.
The changes then in quick succession.
Yeah, he's run himself into the ground, hasn't he? And it's good to see that the crowd appreciate his efforts because he has put in a real honest shift.
Sanchez pumps it into the area. Talk about singling someone out.
Well, they've got to deny him time and space, and that's one way of ensuring it.
Got a sight of goal here. Lindelof can get it clear. Chan, with a definite fell there. Newcastle are able now to make their substitution. It's been on the cards for a few moments now. So here he is, making his first appearance in new colours. Rashford. Pogba. Diogo Dalot. And here's Matt. It's Pogba! Oh, just lacked a decent finish. Wan-Bissaka. Lloris sends that a long way. Ball's out on the left now. Diogo Dalot puts it into the middle. Quick ball forward. Now the counter. Son Heung-min. Can he get through? Oh, shooting chance! The whistle has gone and it is all over. So they bask in their win, a genuinely professional performance and a result which is well deserved. How do you look back on the game then, Jim? Well, hello, a very warm welcome to you for this evening's game. Regrettably, the weather has been extremely unkind to us here. It is wet and blustery and remarkably inhospitable. Despite all of that, it is good to see that the faithful from both sides have apparently been undeterred. We have a terrific turnout here. The atmosphere is bubbling despite these adverse conditions. All we need now is for the game to live up to its initial billing. And we have in front of us this gloriously imposing arena, absolutely picture perfect for a game of this nature. We have already started here. Hector. Now it's Mandzukic. Chance!
Well, if that was their intention pre-match, let me tell you, it's worked out very nicely. I think for the skipper to chip in with a goal too is a bonus, but this game has already taken on a real attacking edge, and long may that continue.
Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Well, I think two keepers would have had a hard time keeping that one out, never mind one. There was real venom in the strike and clear composure from the placement.
Newcastle have an early lead. Good start. And here's Tevez.
Tevez really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Oh, that's neat. And here's Mandzukic. Good challenge, excellent challenge. And here's Mandzukic! That has certainly tested the keeper.
Well, that was high-class goalkeeping there to back up his high-class wage.
Bailly opts to play it back. Now can he finish? And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Kiko Casilla gets it upfield. He's made sure that that won't get through. Newcastle were imperious when the two sides last met, and the fans are asking for more of the same. Pablo Hernandez finds himself eased off the ball. And it's Tevez. Loses his balance and loses the ball. Phillips. Alioski goes looking. Leeds keep the ball, but can't do anything meaningful with it. Pablo Hernandez gets into a dangerous position. Forward it goes. And here's Tevez. That intervention was very necessary. Pablo Hernandez plays it forward. Kraj. Pablo Hernandez. There has been just the early goal here, and the score is 1-0. Shackleton. Yeah, he's fouled him there. Alioski finds himself back in the starting side for the first time in a while. Phillips. Mandzukic. He spotted the run and played him through. Manquillo. Kraj. Newcastle are leading with half-time drawing close. Now it's Mandzukic. And they've been caught out here. Alioski. Shackleton. He's got options out wide. Towering header! He's done well to get his head on that, but couldn't score.
Oh, what a great leap. He had no right to get to that.
And it's hoisted clear. And that'll be the final action of the first half. And there we are, off they go for half-time. The breakthrough did indeed come in the first half, but there has only been that one goal. It is very, very tight.
Well, this team has found a real rhythm to their game. The players seem to have clicked well. There's good movement off the ball. The passes are sticking. No one's afraid to have a go.
Newcastle leading 1-0 at the break. And we're underway again. A solitary goal. That has been the crucial difference. Manquillo. Leeds, whose manager came in for a bit of flack after their previous result.
Listen, there's just no hiding place. And it was refreshing to hear him admit to getting it wrong. He miscalculated, human error. We move on.
Royce. Zielinski. Rafael Varane. And here's Tevez. Tevez. Alioski. Looking cross-field, changing the point of attack. Click. Can't get the better of his opposite number. Now a chance to break. Quick glance and the shot! Oh, surely that deserved better.
Mandzukic made himself the key component of a very good move. That's how you get behind a defence.
Hoists it high. Tries lifting it over. Trap can claim that. Zielinski. Royce. Tevez. He's got away. Mandzukic with a shot! And the defence can get it clear. It's gone out for a throw-in. There is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change. And Mandzukic being applauded off here, having made a sizable contribution.
Look, you can only give your all, and he's delivered in that regard. And I think the manager has probably just spotted now a little tiredness creeping in. And, you know, if that's the case, then, you know, he's doing the right thing.
Hits one! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
It was such a clever idea to lift it into his path.
Zielinski tries to get it forward quickly. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. He wasn't very far from making something happen by himself. Lovely to see. Goes for goal! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Well, he did get himself into a good position, something for him to cling to.
And here's Son Heung-min. Phillips. Pablo Hernandez with the crossfield ball.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Newcastle are able now to make their substitution. It's been on the cards for a few moments now.
Yeah, he's run himself into the ground, hasn't he? And it's good to see that the crowd appreciate his efforts, because he has put in a real honest shift.
Martinez. Now it's Son Heung-min. Tevez. And help's available out wide. And this is Tevez. Shot at goal! Oh, and that should have been two.
Well, he's definitely kept the side in the game then. That's really good positioning. They could have doubled their lead there.
Massive leap! And oh, he's got that completely wrong. Gets it back.
This is good ball retention, and it should be enough from here, but they want to double their advantage.
And here's Son Heung-min. Martinez. He's making good use of his strength there. And Tevez! It's in! And this is getting better and better. Swift, incisive, deadly, all done in a matter of seconds.
That's just brilliant counter-attacking football, and as soon as possession was theirs, it triggered a move of devastating speed that was just too hot to handle.
2 up and very little time left. Surely this is it.
Well, some fans are already on their way out, so that to me says everything, Peter.
2 minutes to be added on. Phillips hoists it forward, and that's it. Newcastle did it. Terrific team effort to satisfy both the boss and the fans. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Yeah, and a result that was true to form. A big team beating a not-so-big team, and a lesson dealt.
And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin, a very good evening to you all. Well, hello and good evening to all of you. Unfortunately, it appears that the weather hasn't quite read the script here. There has been a dreadful downpour from well before the moment the turnstiles opened, and there is considerable concern on the faces of the officials. We think it's going to be okay. Clearly, the pitch will be slippery. It'll be a challenge for those who have to officiate, never mind those who have to play. They know they are not going to be in for an easy game. But the crowd is all in, and the match, I'm delighted to be able to say, will go ahead. And this must be amongst the favoured arenas of supporters all over the world. It really does have a very special feel to it. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
I'm going to pick João Moutinho. I call him the ferret because he can slip into places and cause trouble before opponents can react. Loves to get between the lines and then get his head up. A real creative force.
Okay, interesting. Gets wrestled off the ball.
Wolverhampton have made it clear what they're trying to do for me, Peter.
What are they trying to do?
Well, I think they're making the pitch as big as possible to work.
Oh, real danger here! Mandzukic shoots! It's in! A momentary lapse exploited with glee. Newcastle take the early advantage. Newcastle were imperious when the two sides last met, and the fans are asking for more of the same. He's left his man! Bailly. And it's played forward. Good challenge, he just stood firm. And it's Adama Traore. Wolverhampton have come to the defence of their manager after he came in for some stick regarding some of his decision-making.
Yeah, but he brought the criticism upon himself by making substitutions that didn't really make sense. They added confusion when he really needed cohesion.
Done very well to intervene. Raul, over to the left. Jota with the cross. Jota! Good hit, kept the keeper honest. Throws it out of harm's way. Royce. And it's Mandzukic. Tevez, out to the left it goes. And here's Mandzukic. He's had a shot! And yes, it's there! And this is getting better and better.
I can give the keeper a little sympathy here because I think he might have been slightly unsighted. However, credit where it's due, it's still a fine finish from a tight spot.
Newcastle grab a couple of goals without reply. It's 2-0.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
Royce. Loose ball, who's going to get that? That's surely a foul, free kick. And this is the perfect opportunity to create a cushion between the sides. Royce with a real chance here. Delivers. Massive leap! And it's there! Hot knife through butter. They have done it again. No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Oh, this fella's as slippery as an eel the way he freed himself to score. I mean, for that defence, it was a case of, now you've got him, now you don't. Brilliant.
3 without reply. This is becoming a stroll.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
And it's Moutinho. Driving on now, what can they conjure from here?
Well, I don't think it was the wisest option, Peter, once he got into that position. It's not as if he didn't have people nearby.
Mandzukic. Tevez. And the defence can get it clear. Reguilon tries to swing it in. Oh, good take in a good area. He's had a shot. Mandzukic hits one! Really well taken goal. All too easy. They are in danger of disappearing out of sight. And that'll be the last act of the first half. Well, that flew by. It was breathless stuff. It's been one-way traffic here after the first 45 minutes. A relentless barrage that looks set to continue.
Yeah, I think the first half performance that showed attack being the best form of defence. If they're in the face of the opposition that much, then there's little they can do in return, and I'm not sure how long they can keep the intensity and the tempo up, but it certainly paid off so far.
Newcastle have been nothing short of awesome in the first 45 minutes. A truly memorable performance on all counts. And it has to be said, this match is well and truly already won. And the game has already resumed here. And here's Mandzukic. Has a hit! And that's wide.
Lovely control. He made it stick with an excellent touch.
Jota with the crossfield ball. And help's available out wide. And he's cut it out. Hoists it forward. And it's Tevez. Well, no doubt someone is being given special treatment here.
Yeah, and the creator-in-chief is unsurprisingly being treated as a special case now.
Moutinho demonstrating fabulous determination. He just will not be beaten. Just brushed off the ball there. Moutinho goes looking. He acknowledges that he should have come up with something better there.
Look, he's offering an apology to his teammate, who's clearly miffed at not being picked out despite making what looked like the right run.
Dendoncker, forward it goes. Moutinho, the message is clear, none shall pass. It's a promising run he's making on the right. Royce. Mandzukic. Offside that time. Final checks on the touchline. A change about to occur. And Mandzukic is being withdrawn here, but he's certainly made his mark.
Yeah, he'll get a good ovation for his contribution. I'm not so sure why he's leaving us, though. There's no obvious sign of injury or fatigue.
Plays it over to the other flank. And it's Moutinho. Going through. Moutinho pings it out wide. Goal kick. No, I stand corrected, it's a corner. Cleared away. Royce. Royce, a scorer already in the game. He's played him through. Now it's Lacazette. And the shot! Oh, taken with style! Well, just another one to add to what has already been an incredible haul.
Yeah, and by the looks of it, there may be still more to come.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
Well, the instruction from the manager would have been, go on and make yourself a nuisance and see if you can snatch a goal. Mission accomplished.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. Jota tries to stroke it through. Timely intervention.
Well, to be honest, I think they're all show and no substance. Where's the final product?
Well, he's made sure that that won't get through. And it's Raul. Raul. João Moutinho. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. And it's hoisted clear. He's had a go! Well, he caught that pure, but no end product. Almost nothing left on the clock here. Newcastle are on the verge of another win, closing in on 4 in a row. Has he picked him out? Lacazette. It's Lacazette! It's gone a long way up and away. Royce. Oh, well played. He's taken that really cleanly. Ruben Neves tries to get it forward quickly. Tries lifting it over. Oh, sweet feet. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. And that is it, the referee has seen enough. Newcastle enjoy their perfect day. For their victims, it is entirely imperfect. Comprehensive winners of a one-sided contest.